So camera going in. Smile, Alan.
Sorry?
Smile.
No, I'm the tax man.
You're the tax man, what?
I said you might be.
No. So, doing the camera today. Gardener's come, and by coincidence, everybody else, the squirrel man and the rabbit man. Squirrel is confirmed. Rabbit, I want him to tell me how he's going to do it and what exactly he's going to do, because I'm not sure that it's going to work. Getting rid of rabbits is a big problem. Anyway, so that camera will cover the whole of the front, and I think it's going to be interesting because the light's going on and off all night, so somebody's walking here. I don't know who, whether it's the badger, the hedgehog. Could be the hedgehog, couldn't it? Let's see. Anyway, this guy is a absolute whiz. He's a marvel. He can do anything he sets his hand to. Should be a mechanical engineer. So doing my walk again, preparation for the coast to coast. It's a nice day, so there are a number of people out. I did want to, start earlier, but they just kept coming. The squirrel guy came, Alan came to do the camera. The gardener got here shortly after 8. Dear oh dear. So I'm still waiting for the rabbit guy. If he turns up and I'm not here, I'm just going to tell him we'll go around the garden and we'll discuss it by phone. But I don't know whether rabbits are on the agenda. I mean, the gardener told me the problem is not getting rid of them. The problem is how do you keep them out? They said you have to put up a rabbit wire. Well, first of all, it's expensive to put up. You can imagine. I mean, that perimeter is several hundred meters long, isn't it? And the second problem is I can't do it because I want things to come through. I want hedgehogs to come through, deer, all the bigger animals, badger. So I don't really want chicken wire. Look at this, the bluebells. My goodness me. Wow. Now I've opened up the camera again. I wanted to say something. Can't remember what it was now. Good, if I remember I'll call you back. Lovely bluebells. It's distracting me. Amazing, isn't it? Look at the colour. It's a nice day. They're in sunlight to a certain extent, so look at the lovely yellow. I mean, I'm not close enough to be able to see whether it's dandelion, buttercup, or it's not rapeseed. I don't think it would be more regular if it was rapeseed. But lovely splash of yellow, really, isn't it? No, I think it's dandelion. Bloody hell, they really have taken. So I've just voted. It's local elections and the local police commissioner. So I've just voted and see the lovely blossom in the polling station, and I came out and there's a little bit of sun unusually, so I thought it would be nice to stop here for a minute and soak the sun in, but unfortunately clouds are coming and the air's moving. The air is absolutely ice cold. It's just not getting any warmer. It needs to get warmer at the end of next week so that I have a pleasant walk. Although actually it doesn't need to be too hot when you're walking. You need something to keep you cool. There'll be a lot of uphill, so I'll be sweating quite a bit. On my own, of course. And yes, so this is English Village. English Village. It's nice, isn't it? They have very nice looking bread here, and souffle, or quiche rather, and sandwiches which I normally choose from, and a selection of cakes. Look at the frangipane, it looks lovely, doesn't it? I have it sometimes, but I don't eat sweet things, and that's all. Looks very nice altogether, doesn't it? And quite frankly, it's astonishing for Maidenhead, I find. Redland's such a run-down, awful place, and then you find something like this. It's lovely. Back at my favourite cafe, bruschetta, ham and cheese, a cup of tea. I shall have another cup of tea afterwards because it's the best tea in not only Maidenhead, best tea in Berkshire, possibly best tea in England. I don't know where they get it, but I think all of the guys are Turkish, so I suspect it may be a special Turkish tea. I don't know. A black tea it is. So of course everybody you can buy inside, but you have to consume outside. Not a very nice day, so it's not very full. It's easy to find a seat, and yes, I'm going to enjoy my bruschetta. So I've done quite a bit this morning, carted barrow loads of chips around, and I've mown the lawn, and as I was doing it, it didn't seem to be making much of an impression, but I tell you one thing, the lawn looks a lot nicer now. Yeah, rather happy with that. I've made a start on this one, and Roy is in there doing bonfires. I said, today's priority, bonfire, Roy. It's going to be raining tomorrow, so we need to do it while we can. Yeah, that's where we are. So, coming out for my walk, not because it's pleasant walking weather, in fact, quite the reverse. It's horrible to walk, it's windy, but it's not raining, and it's dull as well. No sun at all day, very thick, dark cloud. But keeping up my training, and I don't want to sit on my backside at home all day. I do need the exercise, same way you do, fresh air, whatever. So, and there was nothing to be done in the garden, everything too wet. But surprisingly, although, as I told you, there was a big fall of rain, which is what we needed, it's obviously not as much as it as at other times in the past, because these water paths, when there's been a lot of rain, frequent and heavy, they get very waterlogged, and they're certainly not waterlogged at the moment. In fact, they're drying out almost. I walk, but for some reason I never paid any attention to it before. There's a little lake in the woods, but you can see it from the footpath. Well, the footpath is the road. So Roy and I have decided to come to his favourite pub, and they have a nice little marquee outside, so you're not terribly exposed. Wave, Roy. And we got in very early. I mean, booking a table for dinner at 5:30 is unheard of in England, but they don't actually serve food till 6, so it's possible that there will be a sudden rush on the tables. Let's see. And they all look pretty booked. Anyway, so I'm having Foster's, Roy's having draft cider, and what would you say about that cider? Reasonable?
Very acceptable.
Yeah, draft cider. So it's obviously very good. Yes, and Roy's having, I told you there is a Russian element with this pub, so Roy's having the Russian dish, and it's called ploth, which I'm sure you're very familiar with, and as soon as it comes I'll send you a video. Cheers. Here we have standard English and Russian fare, and I'm sure thank you very much. So I'm sure Tanya can tell us what exactly this is without me giving the game away. Anyway, so mine's haddock.